Բարեկերեք հարկելի Տեկյան մշակութային միության առցանց հաղորդումներու այս շարքին։ Այսօր գրգին մեր հետն է մեր ազգային նվիրյալ հայերեն Թոնի Հալեպլին, որ ինքը ջարդարակետ է, mechanical ջարդարակետ է. He is a mechanical engineer and he's joining us with this second episode. We will do mostly in English as the first one. We are planning to do a series of 6 or 7 such episodes on weekly basis. And the idea behind these series is to give hope to our nation. Armenia is in a dire situation and Tony is doing something great. And I asked him to join and tell us what he is doing, how is he helping our Hyrenic, and what are his goals and why is he doing so. And during these 6 episodes or 7 maybe, he will give you details of what he has done in certain fields. And this is promising because each one of us can do the similar things. And the idea of Tony is not promoting himself, just to promote the idea that anybody, a small donor, anybody who has the slightest will to help Armenia, he is able to do so, he or she. So, Tony, thank you for joining us for the second episode. Please go ahead and continue on what I said. Give us hope and show what we can do, each one of us.
Arto, Arto, first of all, I would like to tell you I'm honored to be on your program. Your programs are so constructive. Your programs are challenging us to think. Thank you very much, Arto. I'm honored. The last podcast, I called it Podcast of Hope. This one I want to call, We Are Looking for Angels. Yes, we are looking for other angels. And there are many angels in the diaspora, I know. We want them to come forward. I want to go back to our first podcast for about 1 minute. I had mentioned the dental clinic that we have at the Unique Development NGO.
Yes.
And the mobile clinic that we have that also goes to the mountains. I want to mention that all that is the results of the tireless work of a California Armenian dentist. His name is Viken Garabedian. I'm honored to be his friend. This man has done a lot more than I can ever think of achieving. Year and year tirelessly he worked. And if there's an angel that is a dentist or a dental professional, dental technician, or anybody that wants to help dental efforts, I'll be more than happy to put this person in touch with Viken that is in California. That would be great.
Yeah.
So now if we go back to our beekeeping activities and projects.
Just to give a break, you mean that if we have dentists in Canada or elsewhere
in USA
who are willing to
help,
give some time, a day or two, help, your clinic or Garabedian's clinic might be available for such usage. So they can fix few teeth and do a big favor to a family. Why not? So this is an invitation to our dentists who are going to Armenia for a visit or tourism. Let them give 2 days to the nation.
Yes, give time, give equipment, give your know-how. It's doable. It is doable. And for your information, I learned just a few days ago that they collected funds and there will be one Artsakh displaced person, a dentist, was hired also. So we can reach out to more people. More people will have dental care. So we owe it to Viken Garabedian. And if anybody wants to get in touch with Viken, I'll be more than happy to put them in touch. Viken also needs help. He's done a marvelous job.
Great.
Yes. And now
let's go to the other project.
To our project. And also on the honey project, I would say it was our first project, Arto. It was me and Antoine Terjanian, thinking, how are we going to get involved with Armenia in a sustainable development project? And I like very much Antoine's philosophy, and every email that he sends at the bottom, it's written, move mountains one pebble at a time.
Yes.
That's the whole idea. That's the whole idea. Antoine is right. One pebble at a time, one mini project at a time. And Antoine also has succeeded so many little projects, so many projects in Vayots Dzor. It's amazing. Mini projects, one at a time. So this is our approach. Okay, so we started about Arto 6 or 7 years ago with only 2 beneficiaries in beekeeping. With, I believe it was 10 hives. Tiny project. It was our first year. And now over the time, we have moved up. I will give you some other numbers, but what I like about this project is that on the mountain villages, the plots of lands are small. It doesn't permit you to do large-scale agriculture. So this honey project takes little space, the hives, so it fits very well into the economic model of the mountain villages, where a lot of hills. You don't have large plots of land. It's not the most glorious, the biggest economic project, but it fits very well into these mountain villages. After these 6 or 7 years now, we have reached 21 beneficiary families. These are the year 2020 numbers. Arto, we had around 165, 170 hives. And we had a very interesting harvest. It was a good year of harvest. We had about 2,100 kilos. This is people that know in pounds, about 5,300 pounds of the honey harvest.
2 tons.
Yeah, Arto. And it's an arid region.
So how much honey do you get from one hive?
Yes, Arto, it varies year after year. Your question is very good, Arto. Depending if it's a hot season, when it is very hot, the bees, they don't fly as much, they have less energy, and so on and so forth.
They do siesta.
Yes.
They do siesta.
Yeah. Arto, the yield, the harvest, varies between 9 kilos up to 15 kilos, depending on the year.
Yeah.
This is not a lot because our region, Vayots Dzor, is very arid. We don't have a lot of flowers. We don't have a large plant base. If you have seen images of Vayots Dzor, it looks like Colorado, barren hills.
Yes.
You see, it's not a big advantage, but again, we do the best of what we have in our hands. And this is a good project that is making a lot of villagers smile. And Arto, what we are hoping is every year learning more technology, improving the techniques, and have more harvest. And by the way, the kilos I mentioned are the kilos of real harvest that we take that is for human consumption or selling. It doesn't include the honey that we leave for the bees.
Yeah, they feed on that.
Of course. So we have to take care of our colonies and make sure that they have enough to go through the winter, right? Arto, we are working in almost like a cooperative environment. We have, I want to backtrack and say that about 10% of the harvest, we take it back from the beneficiaries. And these are poor people, and they give the honey smiling so that we can give to even more vulnerable people. This is a model that we developed, myself and Antoine, and it was 100% agreed and promoted by this unique NGO president, our Bishop Abraham Magrdician. He insisted that year after year we go that route so that the poor man is even helping his poorest brother. That's a beautiful vision that I share with our Sirpasan. It's solidarity. We're promoting solidarity. We are working with 7 or 8 villages in Vayots Dzor. The reason we have spread our tiny forces to 7, 8 villages is that we know we're going to grow, but we qualified beneficiaries with keeping in mind that from each village, when we have 2, 3, 4 beneficiaries and they are succeeding, the other villages, they're seeing that if we work together in an organized manner, if we bring technology, beekeeping technology, improve technology, not like the old Soviet times, we will increase harvest. We're going to succeed together. We're going to market together. Right now, we are in 7 or 8 villages. At least 3 of them are Nakhichevan border. We don't want villages to depopulate. Villages like Khachik, Khânzorut, and so on. This is one of our goals, make sure that in the border villages, we're working against depopulation. What else can I say? I want to make a little addition, a little surprise, Arto. We have, I said, 21 beneficiaries that we work with through our project managers. Arto, one day I was driving through mountain villages. I saw on the hills a lot of hives. And I said, Lord, I will never succeed helping everybody. Then an idea came. A few days later, I said, I'm going to buy now several honey extractors. I cannot buy hives for everybody, but some people, they have hives. A honey extractor is a round cylindrical object where you put, at the time of harvest, you put 4 frames. You take out of the hive, you put 4 frames.
Full of honey?
Yeah, with your hand, you're cranking, and the thing is turning with centrifugal force. Honey is oozing out.
Yes.
This is an important device that is, there's even lack of it. It's only $500-600. We used to have one for our projects. Now we have bought 2 others. And we gave as a pilot project to Malishka community. At the end of the harvest, we get a thank you letter from the mayor saying that 25 beekeeping families used it. Yeah, and when you use the extractor, first of all, you're not destroying the bee structure, the honeycomb. Yeah. And also, bees are very fragile animals. When you take out the frames, they have to migrate to another frame. They get overcrowded, they get stressed. But through the extractor, you can take the honey quickly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Save time.
Yes. And now we have 3 honey extractors. And it's nothing, $500-600, and you're helping dozens of beekeepers with such a small amount of money, Arto.
And this is placed somewhere in a community use.
Yes, yes,
so
yes. It belongs to this unique development NGO. At the time of harvest, we give it to them, to communities. They use it, they give us back, and it's been working. This method, this cooperation has been working. Arto, I would like to speak a few minutes about our project manager. He's a young man called Narek Sarkisyan. He's a local. He's got an economics degree. He used to work in Yerevan. We brought him back. We gave him a salary. He's the son of a beekeeper. From childhood, he knows about bees. And this young man has a good commercial mind also. And we've been together for so many years. I get all my reports with the help of course, other people in a unique development NGO. I get all my reports in English with Word, all my budgets in Excel, perfectly documented. He conducts classroom trainings. He himself is perfecting his know-how. It's a good cooperation. And
it's a good job.
For him also.
One job created.
Yes.
As a manager.
Yes. And also, Arto, we get our hives made from wood, and they are locally made. During the winter, we create carpenter job. This is one other side benefit of having the hives made locally, the frames inside the hives,
yes, and
so on and so forth. So it summarizes you the dynamic, how it happens. And also, Arto, of course, we have to deliver the hives to mountain villages. We have costs like trucking. And then also, since it's an arid region, we have to move the hives midsummer to a higher plateau where now the flowers are moving up, right?
Yeah.
It starts from the valley up the mountains. We hire the truck. We pick up from village to village the hives. We take them to the plateau. And of course, we have to have someone to keep against theft or bears or against animals, our hives. This is all part of the dynamic.
Oh, you need to guard
of course, and we need to get organized, and we're organized. Narek is organizing all this for us. Unique Development NGO provides classrooms for him to bring the the beneficiaries to learn more techniques, and so on. This is how we organize our activities.
Well, the bees for sure help your agricultural projects as well.
Sure. It goes hand in hand. It does. You're right. You're right, Arto. It goes hand in hand.
Yes. So the honey and the produce that you will talk about in future session, you have to sell them, right?
Yes, you're reading my mind, Arto. I was going to come to it. You're a businessman. Arto, what we've done also at Armenian Foundation for 2 years in a row, except 2020, where there was COVID, 2018 and 19, we paid for a booth to Vayots Dzor region at the Made in Armenia Expo in Yerevan. Yeah, to show our village people that we're going to enable you. You will be able to market in Yerevan with the big boys in the Made in Armenia Expo. And we will do again 2021. If there's an expo, take my word, we're going to be there. Vayots Dzor people will be there. Yeah. And other good news, hopefully it gets realized. I hope that COVID doesn't prevent us. Our German partners, Bread for the World, I'm not involved, but I've been told by other members of SUNIC NGO, is that they have allocated a marketing specialist to come as of this summer. Yes. I hope the COVID doesn't play us some funny games. So we're moving slowly into capacity building so that we have some quantity of honey, which we will increase, and also enabling our people to sell.
And you need, parallel to that, you need the other industries like packaging, bottling,
Sure. Yes.
branding,
Yes.
labeling.
Yes. Arto, we have developed our own brand for our Vayots Dzor. It's called Mountain Miracle Honey. And the good news, the glass jars are made in Armenia. This year we have included 4 new families. They are Artsakh internally displaced people. We had 21 beneficiaries. We're going to have now 25 this year. 4 families from Artsakh. They're joining us. I'm being told that one of the families already knows some beekeeping, so it should go faster.
Can they sustain on just beekeeping?
So I will give you numbers. What I like about beekeeping is that you have your harvest after 1 year already. If you plant a tree, you have to wait 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
With beekeeping, you get quite, okay, the first year maybe you colonies, they have to multiply in quantity. You will not have much, but the second year you definitely have your harvest. So this is the beauty of the beekeeping. If I give you numbers, Arto, one hive, just a wooden structure, the cost is about, I had looked at it, it's about $85. It's made in Vayots Dzor. We're looking for about $75 for a bee colony. A bee colony is what? It's 3 frames, the queen bee, and all the related other bees with different castes of bees. You know, the bees, they have different castes, the queen and the other guys. A whole colony with 3 frames is about $75. And
Are they available? I mean, the
Yes.
hives
Yes.
you can manufacture, but
Yes.
the colonies.
Arto, your question is very good. This is our role. We have trained our people, each one of our beneficiaries, how to multiply their colonies. This is the technology.
So selling the colonies also brings income to them.
It can bring, but right now we're not selling. We are growing our own hives and colonies.
Yes.
Because we want to have more capacity, we want to have more honey. This is our goal, and this is what we've been doing. And sometimes there is good cooperation among our people. Some of our beneficiaries are golden heart people. They give colonies to the newcomers to our project. We share. We're in a community cooperative.
Not competition, but
no, together. Collaboration spirit. They know that if they collaborate, Atken Armenian Foundation and SUNIC NGO will stand by them. This is our model, and it's been successful. Arto, yes. We have, of course, other expenses. What are the other expenses? We have to provide to the newcomers beekeeping tools, masks. We have to provide felt and whatnot for winterization. We have to provide some medicine in case there is a problem. We have to organize the trucking, bring the hives to the mountain villages, pick up the hives to take them to the plateau during midsummer. We have miscellaneous expenses. We also pay a small amount to our project manager, Nareg. I have divided the cost. It's about $90 per hive that we distribute for all these miscellaneous expenses. I forgot, Arto, as the colony grows, you have also to put new frames into the hive. It's not only 3 frames, it's the starting colonies on 3 frames. You have to grow. And
How many it takes?
I don't have the exact numbers. I think it's about 12 to 15 frames per hive. Arto, let's go a little bit more into the economics, why the project is sustainable. Why do I call it a sustainable development project, Arto? The average selling price of honey on the market in Armenia is it's around $10 a kilo. And when we look at average harvest, I looked at the numbers over the years where we stand. It stands around 12 and a half kilos per year. That is our harvest. So when you look at it, $10 a kilo, 12 and a half kilos per hive, you're talking about $125 income per hive per year. So in 2 years, it's $250. The numbers I gave you few minutes ago, when you add up the 85 plus 75 plus 90, it's give or take it that 250. It means in 2 years, everything is paid. All the future years, you're spending your sweat as a villager, you're getting an income. And the first 2 years, Atken Armenian Foundation and SUNY Development NGO is helping you finance it. We're giving you. We are non-profit. We give you the hives, the colonies. We educate you. We train you. We help you to market together. And of course, we have to be realistic, Arto. There's quite a bit of barter happening in villages. They barter with each other, honey against some services. Can I use your tractor, or can I use your agricultural tool? I don't know what not. We're still a very close economic model.
An economy.
Yes, we are. And we're hoping that as we produce more, we build capacity, we will move beyond the barter system. Already with Nareg's help, some of our villagers started selling their produce in Yerevan market. That's why I mentioned that Nareg is a good, capable person. He's a good young man.
So how are you coping with the quality difference? Is the quality identical or it varies?
It's about the same. Vayots Dzor is very small in square footage. We haven't seen very big variations. So it's almost uniform. We don't have big variations of climate in Vayots Dzor. It's mountainous. It's about the same. We don't have big variations.
So beehiving with some agriculture and, complementing each other, they would make a decent income to live.
Arto, you're right, Arto. I ran a little calculation for people that are watching us. If a village family, we give them 10 hives, on average per year, these people will make about $1,200 a year. It's $100 income a month.
Yes.
The average income in Vayots Dzor in so many remote villages is between $50 to $100. With 10 hives, we're doubling the income of a family. But with some of our initial beneficiaries, we have reached 15 hives. Maybe some will reach 20. As they are successful, we're promoting. So this is our goal. We want to double, triple the family income. As the family income moves up, local economy starts moving.
Yes.
This is our goal, Arto.
Yes.
And we are succeeding bit by bit. As Antoine said, one pebble at a time, we're moving mountains.
Yeah, you're doing one job at a time.
Yes.
Antoine is doing one pebble at a time. You are doing one job at a time.
One hive at a time.
And you are a model, Tony, because I summarize what you're saying is that $150 will give a hive and a colony to a person. So if a friend which does not have any means in Montreal, a friend of mine, with $150, we can help a family, and on yearly basis, he will be having few kilos or 1 kilo of honey to give to others. That means he will have double pleasure of giving, and that giving is will perpetuate yearly on yearly basis. Every year there is a kilo going to the orphanage or old age homes.
Yes.
So this is something great, and I invite our audience to contact you or Atken Armenian Fund or the Tekian Cultural Association. We will gladly channel your, uh, I will not call it donation, investment. I will call it investment. We will channel the investment to through Sunik or through Tony, and let's create jobs one at a time. And this is the message Tony wants to give to us.
Arto, the reason at the beginning I called we're looking for angels is we're looking for three types of angels. One of them, the ones that want to contribute. Another one, if there's an angel or two in the diaspora that know modern beekeeping techniques, we need you. Please come. Come. We'll pick you up from the Yerevan airport. We'll pick your brains. We'll drop you back to the Yerevan airport. We want you. We need technology. I know that our harvest, our yield per hive per kilo is not that good. There is room for improvement. We need technological help. So if there's anybody that knows good beekeeping techniques, modern techniques from the West, you are most welcome, Angel. We want you. And my third type of angel we're looking for, maybe somebody knows somebody that is importing food from Armenia by container, dry fruit, I don't know whatnot, cheese and whatnot. We would love to start exporting. In the first year, maybe we can give a couple of hundreds of jars of our Mountain Miracle honey. If somebody can put our people in contact with some food importing person, there will be one more contribution from an angel. Arthur, I'm looking at my notes. I have one last thing to say. If there are, you mentioned, of course, Tekean Association, Atken Armenian Foundation. We have partners in USA. If somebody wants to help our projects in USA, our partner is CARS, Constantinople Armenian Relief Society. They can make their donation to them, and they will get USA charitable donation tax papers. We've been cooperating with CARS over the years. They have been very good partners to us. And of course, they have their own programs also. We partner and we encourage them also. They are a great organization also.
Anybody who's interested in giving us a hand, one job at a time, this is hope we can offer. And it's not a big donation that we're asking, not donation, investment. Please do so. You will see the contact information. So this resumes your second part of the podcast. Future podcasts, Tony was involved in many other projects. We will talk about them and how he is, how we call it, positively and vigorously pursuing his idea for helping Hayastan. Tony, I'll let you have the last word.
Arto, I want to thank you. Thank you very much, Arto. I'm indebted to you for organizing this podcast. As we go on through other sessions, we'll talk more. We'll explain how we are enabling our people and how we're going to enable more. And in the future podcast, I will explain more how we're going to work more and more with the youth, with the next generation in Armenia. They are my hopes. Some of them are reacting beautifully. We're past the old Soviet legacy, the past Soviet model. I have a lot of hopes with the youth of Armenia. We're going to discuss this in the coming programs. Thank you, Arto.
Thank you, Tony. See you next time.
Thank you, my friend.
Take care.
Take care, Arto.